box 2845, address 1471 Watson Avenue, between Evergreen Avenue and Colgate Avenue, for fire on the top floor. 1075, box 2845, address 1471 Watson Avenue, between Evergreen Avenue and Colgate Avenue, for fire on the top floor. Battalion 3K.
Can you assist one to come down Watson from the Bronx River Parkway?
That was letter 5-1, come down Watson from Bronx River.
Yeah, from the Bronx River Parkway. We're going to want them right in front of the fire building.
10-4. Bronx to letter 5-1.
Out of 5. All box. 2-line stretch, one in operation. They got water on the fire. Trucks are still opening up. I'll give you an update in a little bit.
Bronx fire alarm transmitted, box 2845, address 1471 Watson Avenue, between Evergreen Avenue and Colgate Avenue, for fire on the top floor. Bronx third alarm, box 2845, address 1471 Watson Avenue, between Evergreen Avenue and Colgate Avenue, for fire on the top floor.
All right, guys, this is a third alarm fire on the top floor. I'm gonna find the roof because there's nothing to see from right down here. They got, I think, 4-line stretch, 4 in operation, and they got the electrical wires touching some of the tower ladders, so we got to be very careful. There's the wires right there in the tower ladder. Let me get out of there, away from that. All right, where the rack at? There's the rack at.
Fire section command. Command. All visible fire knocked out. Boy, take a boy, take a dollar, take a David. We continue to open up though. Command, step 4.
All right, there's no other angle, there's no other roofs. There's one all the way on the other side, but I don't think that's gonna
rescue the fire floor.
be a good point.
Thank you. You can confirm you did have the firewall there between D and E, Billy?
It looks like they got the main body of fire knocked down. It's all white smoke.
Command to all units. We're going to establish a command channel. Establish the command channel. On a 5-4 to 5-4 line. 5-4-9. Command to staging area. Send any units you have down there up to the command line to the top floor. Yeah, we're just going to have to wash down 4 of these apartments. We can use the other line.
Okay, guys. This fire was very intense early on. It got knocked down rather quickly. The chiefs transmitted the alarms very quickly and sent a third alarm. They did a fantastic job in doing so to get ahead of the fire. They knocked down the main body of fire. The clip that you saw before this was given to me by the super of one of the buildings next door. It's quite not as high to see all the operations, and there is no other building on any side to see anything. So I'm gonna go back downstairs and we can see whatever's going on down there. Took us 20 minutes to get here, so 3 alarms knocked down in 20 minutes with hardly any smoke or any fire at all visible was fantastic. Let me go downstairs. Plus, one of the tower ladders got energized by that line right there. I don't know if you can see it. It goes across, but it fell on top of that one tower ladder. I think it was 44. I'm not sure. I'll double check when I go downstairs. All right. Sorry that I couldn't get a better angle. Yeah, they still have the third alarm unit still coming in. Yeah, okay. They're still opening up there. They're cutting probably a trench cut, I'm not sure, or if they already did one and that's how they stopped it. But they're operating on the top there and on the inside. Mostly the fire was on the sites where you saw early on facing the street. Here come the third alarm units. They're not all here, but they're coming. All right, I'll see you downstairs. All right, like I said, I came back down. The address of this building is 1471 to 1473 Watson Avenue in the Bronx. They still have small pockets of fire there tending to. And as you can see, there's more activity back here on this side than there was over there. And look, it went right clear through the whole entire roof and ceiling. They're taking the frames out of the window up there. I call it window clean.
After they go up to the top floor, they can start secondaries and any more opening up. 6 Charlie, 6 David. I have 29 struck in the boy apartment.
Let me go see if I can see where the tower ladder, the wires. So they wanted Con Ed forthwith. I don't know if Con Ed ever got here or whatever.
Command to all members. Attention all members. We have live wires down on the exposure 1-2 corner. We put up tape. Please respect the tape. Nobody go under or around it. Live wires are down.
Alright, let me go over there and check that out. The third alarm units are coming in, but I don't think they're going to need any of them right now.
Fire section command.
I mean, they will for rotation and stuff like that. in terms of fighting fire, it looks like the fire is mostly out. Let me just go around here. They got this blocked off. Let me go check out the other side. There's the tower ladder. You saw the wires when I came in. Battalion's gig has wires right here. There are the wires on the floor. It goes over the battalion's gig. Up there. And all over the tower ladder. 44 tower ladder. All the members you see coming in now from the third alarm ones. Third alarm units.
Top floor, Mike. Floor.
So the main body of fire was in that apartment right there where you see all the black singe marks, I call them. And then it spread into the ceiling and roof area. I think I did the rack at. And also I'm gonna go over here and they got it blocked off now and show you the wires hitting the on top of the tower ladder. There's the main wire right there hanging from the pole, electrifying the tower ladder, 44 right there. And it goes down on the ground and it's over there. Alright, you've seen it there. It seems like it's still electrified because the members told this gentleman to watch the water, it might be electrified. It looks like just one wire. But anyway, we came in, we saw, and we got here rather quickly, so like I said on the roof up there, great job by the battalion chief to strike the alarms one after the other that quickly. Had he not done that, the fire would have taken off all throughout. As you can see here, this apartment is nowhere near the other apartment over there, and still there was fire up there between the roof and the ceiling. So this was well on its way to become a major fire, major inferno, even though it was a pretty substantial fire. But had it not been for the chiefs, or the chief that was here to do the second alarm right away, and I guess the division to do the third alarm. All right, let's check around and see what's going on. There's Nicholas Strong, photographer extraordinaire. Now let me watch this water. I don't even want to go near that water. I'm gonna have to jump over it. Hold on. All right, units are starting to pack up. They got the rags out for the members today. It's very humid. There should be a lot of them coming down to check out the situation. I don't know if I'm gonna go back around over there. Yeah, there's not even any smoke. They're doing extensive overhauling. They're packing up 51 truck. They're packing up their equipment. They're putting it in the bucket. They're probably gonna bring that down. You got 4 tower ladders up and 1 stick. So let me show you with my fingers. The fire started there in that apartment. It got into the cockloft area. It traveled all the way to the other side where I showed you. So they contained it to that quadrant there. Had they not, it would have taken off, probably went all the way through the back side, all the way through there, then through the throat, and possibly to the other wing. So it would have been, like I said, a major fire had it gotten away any further.
Found wires at 4. You'll come to latitude 9. Latitude 9. Where you guys? We're in apartment 2C, just opening up.
They're very concerned about the wires.
Opening up for the winders. At 4. Straight now. 10-4, gonna head down.
There's Chief Moore.
Go company 90. 90. Where are you operating? We're at the command post. Go company 64. 64. Where are you operating? Send us to the roof. They didn't need us, so we're just waiting on the top floor in case fire sector or roof need us. Thank you. Commander roof sector. You got 9-6 up there? You got relief, right? With 700? Making their way down. Go down to engine 45.
They're doing the wash now, right now.
45. Yeah, where are you guys? 6 Davis. 6 Davis, 10-4.
Oh, water.
Engine 4. Fuel count to engine 4-2. Left plus 1 behind and okay. Come down to 6 Davis. You're doing secondary. Left 9. Fuel count to engine 4-2.
All right, guys. The Chief of Operations Esposito just came on scene. Chief of Special Ops Malcolm Moore's over there. We're gonna monitor for a little longer, but it's pretty much done. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to show you some of the debris that came down, a lot of window screens, and I quite frankly don't know how many lines they had in operation. It'll probably be in some of the posts. I see 1, 2, 3 here, and there's a couple of them that are not in operation. 2 of those go in there, 1 of those goes up the fire escape. So that's 3, and they might have some other ones. And I was also told by a few of the tenants that there was no smoke coming into this wing, and that they didn't get evacuated. Apparently there's a firewall somewhere, so that also helped with the fire not being able to, what do you call it, spread. All right, let me take a peek over here to see what everybody's doing.
Ryan, you're taking this up? I need that stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna bounce around, see what's the next frame. Okay.
I never heard.
Alpha to safety. Go ahead, Alpha. You keep that closed avenue is a good shot for him to come down. Okay, the Con Ed guy is going to get his truck, and he's going to go around and come in on closed avenue.
All right, they're looking to go under control. They're still hitting one spot. The drone is still up. The command post is continuing to monitor as well, moving assets around, rotating, relieving, and so on and so forth. There you got all the big chiefs on scene. They brought down the 51 truck. That monitors the drone. So they're starting to wind down. And you got fuel com. Alrighty then, we're gonna be taking up from here. The stomach is calling for some grub.
47 EMS outside the run. Command. If you have the first truck, you can send up to the store. We have a spot we want to just want to open up more. Command up.
All right. Command Tactical is packing up. They're going back to the base. So the drone, I don't know where the drone's launching pad was. So
5-1 the can.
the guys monitoring that are gonna.
5-9. I'm on the fire floor on the roof. Yeah, I didn't call for a truck, but I think they need a store on the roof. Anybody for anything to it? Not at this time. We're going to be taking up a bunch of these lines. Alright, 10-4, you want me to hold on to one of them? Or can I cut them loose? Yeah, hold on to one of them, just in case. 10-4.
All right, I'm not really sure if they went under control, but they're gonna do a little news conference. We're gonna wait for the news conference. Chief Myers, I believe, is gonna do it, and we're gonna hang around for that. Everybody's packing up, getting the Gatorade, electrolytes, and they're going to be moving around. Looks like they got 44 tower ladder from under the wires. Con Ed must have cut the electricity. And here comes Chief Myers. He's probably going to do the... Hold on. All right, some of the wires just electrified themselves. Something must have touched something. I heard the cracking. I didn't see it, but something just... .44 is still electrified. I thought they was done with that, but they're not, obviously. See the wires right here on top of the Battalion 3. rig. You can smell it now. Alrighty.
Fox 9998. Where vehicles off the expressway.
Anyway, in the meantime, this is what this looks like. Everybody's coming down, but they're still opening up. If you look in there, you'll see members ripping away part of the ceiling and roof. Make sure there's nothing left. Extensive overhauling. Alright, this cable's inside the water. Something just sparked, but Con Ed is right there in the center of your screen trying to get the wires either shut. Here, there they go, sparking now.
Yeah, command the fire section. We got a little fire coming on the roof there, coming down on the ceiling. Office going over.
Alright, sorry about that. Some lady tried to walk through there, they had to stop her. But there's the sparking and arcing going on. Right around there.
Yeah, fire sector. Engine 1, we got the sparks on the wire still above engine 9-4 on that corner of Cody and Washington. Yeah, no, I got it. I'm not in there working on trying to set the situation.
Con Ed is working on the situation, but it's traveling the fire.
Tied off. Next 14. Tied off.
Looks like the whole wire's going. Con Ed is rushing in. Let me go around the other side and see if I can catch some of that. Con Ed's gonna put the bucket up. And they're gonna get a handle on that very quickly. They're probably gonna chop it off up there somewhere. This has been going on since the beginning of the fire when the power ladder set up. I didn't want to cross too much over to the other side because the line is being cut soon, so I don't know where it's gonna fall. Not sure that's the same one. Oh yeah, it is the same one on the power ladder. It goes all the way down there, and there it goes onto the power ladder. They're sparking all the way down the street. Just tough moment. fire than we caught at the fire. There they go with the bucket. Let's see how this works out.
All 5 show for the fire station. Just be careful picking up that line. There's wires on it right now. 262 nozzle. Nozzle. Come over by 4-5 rig. On the way.
Look at the bucket. The bucket's down on the floor, but the power ladder is electrified. Now it's completely on fire. Breaking apart. There it goes. Might light up some other stuff down on the ground on fire. They gotta watch it.
Fire sector to command. Command. Is the electric shut? Stand by. Just still working on the electric now.
Zooming on the little fire there.
Shut the electric. Those boys. 9 forward, ladder 4-4.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab a spot over there. They're gonna do the press conference.
Alright, that wire on your rig is dead now. They want you to move your rig so they get a little closer. And careful, we'll let you off if we can,
Alright, the chief here wants the tower ladder out of there. They got the electrified wire out off of it or cut, so it's no longer electrified. Con Ed is right there. That's my friend Weber right there.
You have a 92 take their line down, right? So they were the second line on the roof. So now we just have the one line on the roof, one line on the top floor. And we're just cleaning up 2 sides and ends here. Command, cap 4. Engine 92 to engine 45 shelter. Engine 45. Can shut down all that.
Alright, they're gonna move the tower ladder out of there now.
4-4 show for the 4-4 roof.
Alright. I still have a little wire burning up there. But the one on the tower ladder was.
Thank you, so 117. 117. Any other spots that you can see from below that you need open up for roof hoist? That's where the LED will open up, the smoldering is showing no signs of anything. Is any other areas on the back that need open up? Give me 1 second. That's 165. Now let's go down here. Through to all units, be advised. Looks like a lot of the street lamps and street signs at that end post and stuff alive at this time too. So don't touch anything that's on the corners.
Alright, so everything is still alive around here. You gotta be very careful. A lot of them are electrified. Alright, they're moving the tower ladder very carefully because, like they just said on the radio, there's still live stuff all over the place. I don't know where they're gonna move it because Con Ed truck is they might back it up, I guess.
I'm going to talk into this one right here. Hang on.
Alright.
Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold up, Brad.
I don't know which wires are live or which ones are not anymore. That the one on the ground there is the one that was on the power ladder. So that one, at least, I heard Con Ed said it was done. He's gonna back it up. Chief Myers should be here shortly. He's on the corner over there. Sometimes when there's not a lot of fire and smoke to see, I like to do the operations for you all, keep you informed of what's going on. Con Ed is backing this into the area in question where they still have currents going on the little lampposts, those street lampposts, and the traffic light. All of that's still electrified on that side of it.
Citywide Tour Commander for today at approximately 1:57 p.m. today. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, just need you to speak a little louder.
You got it.
Yeah.
At approximately 1:57 p.m. this afternoon, we got a call for an odor of smoke on the top floor of 1471 Watson Avenue. Units engine 94, ladder 48 were dispatched to the scene. When they arrived on the top floor of this building, they were met with a heavy volume of fire in apartment 6C as in Charlie. As the units began to enter the apartment and began to extinguish it, fire had spread above them, making it an extremely hazardous condition into the cock loft. Fire got into apartment 6A, 6B, 6C, and 6D. Fire was spreading rapidly. The units put 6 hose lines in place in order to help extinguish and contain this fire. They did an amazing job living up to the moniker of us being the bravest. They did incredible work, you know, on a hot summer day, putting those hose lines in place and extinguishing the fire.
Talk a little about the wires that were burning and how that hindered the operation.
So, during the course of the operation, when one of the tower ladders was being put in position, in a defensive position, in case fire was beginning to spread beyond the hose line control, they came in contact with one of the wires, which knocked the wires down and energized about 3 of our vehicles. Thankfully, when the wires came down on top of our vehicles, nobody was hurt and none of the vehicles were damaged.
So, was anybody inside the vehicles when that happened?
Nobody was inside the vehicles. They were all operating inside the building, thankfully, and outside of the building with that. In the course of putting out this fire, we did have 2 firefighters hurt, 1 orange tag and 1 green tag on the way to Jacoby Hospital. Thankfully, no civilians or anybody else in the area was hurt while this fire was being extinguished.
What are the two firefighters in terms of smoke inhalation?
One was smoke inhalation and one was a minor burn to the back of the neck.
And when you arrived, were you self-evacuating or did you rescue anyone?
We did not have to rescue anybody. There was no one rescued at this. By the time we arrived on scene, most of the people had smelled that smoke up on the top floor and were evacuated out of the building. And then as we were operating, we were evacuating the floors below so that everyone was in a safe position.
The fire went into the hot log.
Right, so the top loft is an area above the ceiling line of an apartment and below the ceiling. Below the roof line, there's a space. It could be anywhere from 6 to about 2 feet deep. And once fire gets up in there, there's no fire stop in this type of building, so the fire can spread. As you can see, it's a very large building, can spread throughout the whole top floor if we don't get control of it pretty quickly.
Did the roof collapse?
No, none of the roof collapsed. In part of extinguishing it, what we do is we send units up there who are operating with saws, with power saws, who are taking that roof and cutting that roof and exposing it so fire and smoke can vent out and helps us contain the fire in a smaller area. Just the people on this side of the building are impacted on the front portion of the building, what we call exposure one.
Was that 4 apartments or 5 apartments on that 6th floor that caught
We
fire?
had 4 apartments that had a significant amount of damage.
And are people going to be allowed back in the building tonight?
We will allow people back in the building in the areas that aren't damaged. Again, we'll get the Department of Buildings here to help determine that, what's safe, what's not, and where people can stay and not stay.
Any idea how many people or how many units there are in the building?
There would probably be in a building of this size, probably about like between 36 to 70 units. The fire marshals are still investigating what caused the fire at this time, so I wouldn't want to speculate on what caused it. Suspicious and nothing really to add beyond what the valiant work of what our firefighters did while they were on scene here. Thank you.
All right, there you saw Chief Myers. He gave the briefing and gave you all the details. These are all the wires that they've cut down so far. They cut most of it off. Battalion 3 over there. They're cutting a lot of this off here. There's still active fire and active electrified poles. And they're continuing to work on that. Also, they still have the one on the Battalion 3 gauges cut, but they still gotta get the rest of it. Well, we're gonna be taking it up from here. The stomach is speaking. Out of here.
So we won't take that line down. They'll send somebody up to relieve them to start the watch line, and then they'll go from there. So whenever you finish at 117 and 59, you can send them down as well. Alright, that's what we're doing. We can do a final watch down.
All right, the wind is blowing these lines around. We had to move around from over there because now it's sparking. Every time the wind makes one cable touch the other. Plus it's starting to rain. That's not good. They're coming to get this wire now. Every time one of them sparks, they come immediately with the bucket. and disable it. Alright, I think I said 2 and 2, but if I didn't, I'll say it again. Two and 2, see you all on the other side. Oh, they were authorized to hit the pole.